Hi there. Financing, funding, assessing credit is germane and the backbone of any project. We can all agree as to that as we are starting. Looking at the financing statement in the context of assessing credit, we are going to be examining and be talking about much about four critical things: the secured party information, debtor information, collateral description, termination information, and some other things that ordinarily should feature when we are talking about financing statement. And we are going to take it to the global perspective as we are starting this episode. When we are talking about financing statements, I want to believe we all agree, is different from financial statements. In the UK, we are going to talk about who regulates it in Nigeria, who regulates it in the US, who regulates it. For the UK, the company's house are the people or the agency that have the custody of this public information. When it comes to US, is the Secretary of State or the equivalent of hierarchy that will take charge. Now, when we come to Nigeria, Nigeria is a bit peculiar because apart from having the CAC regulating it, Nigeria created another agency for this purpose, which we call NCR, National Collateral Registry. You can try and look up for it on Google so that we can move on to the backbone of this our discussion. And you know what? Don't forget to subscribe to GJM's Associates. Don't forget to like, share. My name is Benga Olatunji FCA. Let us go without wasting our time into the business of the day. If you are ready, I am ready. So in the context of assessing credits, financing statement rather is a legal document. Let me stop there and dwell. The legal document, yes and no. But when we are talking about the nature of financing statements, it's a legal document. Please don't forget it. And it provides basic information about a borrower's assets that is or that will be pledged as collateral for a loan. So this particular financing statement is typically filed with a government agency. Don't forget we started with that. Secretary of State, we mentioned NCR for Nigeria. So typically, agency of government we house it, but it is not the agency of government that is going to loan us, especially for some of us that are working on strategic financial management as a course. I know I have dual citizenship on this platform. I have the entrepreneurs and I have the students. So both alike, we need this knowledge. So the security, the banks are going to be the one that will loan us. The financial institution will loan us, but government agency will house this legal document. Having established that the purpose of financing statements is to form potential or to inform rather potential borrowers, lenders about the existing security interest in a specific asset. Dwell on that a bit. What I'm talking about is this. Let's say A or the person that could borrow us money, A, B, C, they are different entities. it's possible for the borrower or the person that needs the money now to go to ABC. Take care, take care, take care. So if A is not informed that B has loaned Mr. So and so money or Mrs. So and so or a company, they can go around now and amass unnecessary wealth, right? That is one of the functions of this financing statement. Is for public record. So therefore, lender A can go to the agency. Like I told us, we can go to different websites now and search them out. Those collateral agencies or registries we house, and publicly you can search the name of the person that wants to take loan, whether somebody has loaned them, and what are the assets they use as collateral. Okay, so it serves as notice to the general public that a creditor or creditors that have their assets listed here, the assets are encumbered. That is, it has financial institutions' interest on it and are pledged as collateral. So basically, it helps to prioritize among creditors or lenders in the event of borrowers' defaults or bankruptcy. They know who and who has interest on what and what asset. Now, what are the components of the financing statements? What are the components of the financing statements? Okay, we have it on the board now. The secured party information, debtors information, collateral description, and termination information, among many other things. So I take them one after the other. What we are going to find in what? When we are talking about secured party information, of course, the financial institution's name, their address, and other important information will be there, but their name and address must not be found wanting. Information now. A detailed description of the collateral or assets that are pledged as security for the loan. It is very important. So it could be various equipment, inventory, accounts, receivables, or other valuable properties. Do you know that receivables can be used as collateral? Yes. Let's take, for example, a multinational that has millions of receivables and they need working capital at a particular time to use for the business. Meanwhile, the money is tied down in receivables and debtors ledger. So they can approach a bank. Okay, we have 100 million whatsoever currency as our receivable. We need 20 million now, please, to run our business. So the financial institution can lay hold of those receivable figures, knowing well that they are tangible and those that are actually owing the organization, now the borrower, they have names also and they can verify it. So receivable can be used as part of organization's collateral. So I've mentioned secured party information, debtors information, collateral description. Last but not the least, among so many others, is termination information. So these information include information about security interests. It includes repayment of the loan, and under certain conditions specified in the agreement that they are going to repay back. Of course, it must be dated. The parties must have signed, among so many of other information that must be there. If you want me to talk more about any of the agencies, how they function in your country, let's say for example, in the UK, in the US, in Nigeria, how does NCR, National Collateral Registry, function? And how can you take advantage of this? Please put it in the comments and don't forget to subscribe, share. My name is Benga Olatunji FCA from G. James Associates. We are value to life. We are value to your businesses.